train going by outside. You hear it? Anyway, hey guys, how you doing? I'm in Utah. Finally got into Utah, and there's lots to see and do here. Lots to see and do in Utah. Here we'll go up front and show you what I'm looking at, though unfortunately it's just really wet outside. That is unfortunate. Utah is a really pretty place and has lots to see, lots of history. There's been a lot of good films that have been filmed in Utah. This little pamphlet here. I'm really close to Moab, however you pronounce it. I want to get down to the Arches. But obviously I'm not gonna be filming out in the rain. So let me go through some of the movies here that have been filmed in Utah. That wasn't a toy, Jax. 2001: A Space Odyssey, Austin Powers, Gold Member, Back to the Future Part 3. Remember the old train scenes, Western and everything? Better Off Dead, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, the original one. City Slickers 2, Con Air, Dumb and Dumber. And that one surprises me. I always thought that those Dumb and Dumber scenes when they're in Aspen, Colorado. No, that was filmed in Salt Lake City, Park City, and Provo, Utah. Those tricky filmers. Fletch, Footloose, Forrest Gump, the scene where he's walking, because he's just walking everywhere and he's got a train of people behind him. He's got the big beard. Behind him, the mountains. That's part of Utah. The Giver, Gravity, Gunsmoke, High School Musical 1, 2, and 3, Hulk, Independence Day, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Remember young Indiana when he's in the caves with the gold and stuff like that? Oh my gosh, this just goes on forever and ever. Mission Impossible 2, National Treasure, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, The Sandlot, The Searchers, Stagecoach, Star Trek 2009, Thelma and Louise. Amazing. There's some amazing film history here in Utah. So I look forward to doing that, but I wanted to kind of share some updates here. I'm within 1,100 miles of my hometown, Olympia, Washington, where I'm, going back, and a lot of people have been asking me on Facebook and by message, Eric, what are you gonna do when you get home? What's gonna happen? Is the channel gonna stay alive? It's like, I don't remember ever telling anybody that I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm going home because I've been out on the road 3 to 4 months longer than I had ever planned to. Okay, my destination originally in the first RV was just California, Slab City. Okay, made it all the way to the other corner of the country, Florida, and now I'm taking a different route back, and this will end up being close to a 7-month snowbird expedition. I want to get home because I have a lot of family and friends that I miss a lot, and I think they miss me a little bit. I mean, I missed Thanksgiving, I missed Christmas, New Year's, I missed a lot of holidays with family and friends, and I want to catch up and have some fun this summer, and I think the Northwest has a lot of different areas that I have not been to. That's still close enough to home where I can go on vacation and film and show you the green areas of Washington State. Did you bit me? Ow. In the meantime, that also gives me a chance to get the van ready, maybe buy a trailer if I'm going to buy a small trailer or something, but tune the van up, get it ready for the next big adventure, which is still not technically planned right now. It could be that I dart across to Minnesota and then follow the van stock down to Quartzsite for the winter and then go back to Florida or the East Coast for the winter, but or after the winter to the East Coast. But, I want some time to plan the next trip is the big deal. But let me talk about a few changes I've made here in the van recently. A few of the changes I've made while it's raining is the refrigerator, the Nomadic refrigerator, now has been flipped around so that it opens on this side. So I'm standing right here. I can easily get into the fridge, and Jax can stand on it. Also, the vents are still in the same spot, but I turned it around and I ran the cord underneath and hardwired the cord into the battery bank with its own fuse. So it is 15 amp fused into the battery. Don't have to worry about having the red shag carpet that was here that was covering the cord so that Jax wouldn't bite it. I got rid of the carpet so that I can just, brush the dirt and kitty litter out the door. I installed some mood lighting I have 2 strips of LED blue lights, one down there, and then one down here underneath the bed, right there. Both wired into the battery and fused as well. Also, I put in a toggle switch, so both of the positive leads of both lights go through this toggle switch right here, which just makes it easy to turn on and off those LED lights. That way I don't have to mess with any cords or anything else. So, you know, just to give it something extra. I don't always want to have the regular lights on. Sometimes I'm going to want to have the awesome blue lights on. I just hope it doesn't like draw attention to me as I'm trying to park somewhere stealthy, you know. And then lastly, I just want to talk about the upgrades / ideas that I have for future projects here. And so here we go in May here. Here's my plan to become almost fully self-contained here in the van with this custom project. The toilet that is currently right here. A lot of wasted space back in this corner, but the toilet has remained here. The toilet is not going to remain there. Once I get back to Washington State and I have a chance to regroup and build some stuff, that toilet, I'm thinking about putting the toilet in this corner underneath the bed here. It's going to be on a roll-out bracket that will allow the toilet to roll out when I need to use it and be put back stealth underneath. Because the toilet gets used, 3-4 times a day. I don't want to look at it anymore. And so that's kind of my plan. So I'm going to put together that plan, and then I think it'll be great to have it concealed underneath, and then when I need it, slide it back out, use it, slide it back, and we don't even have to look at it anymore. Great idea. Then that opens up this corner right here. This whole corner opens up. This is about, I want to say 20 inches this way by, I think, 29 this way if you hit the bed to the wall right there. And then I don't have a whole lot of clearance because of this shelf right here, so I can't stand up in this corner. But what I can do is I can build a custom shower in this corner. And by custom, I'm not going to get those little kits or anything like that. I'm probably going to do the same thing I did with Jax's kitty litter box. I'm going to find the right plastic Tupperware container that fits in there. Build a little seat so that's kind of like a sit-down shower in the corner type thing with a drain and a holding tank underneath. And I've already looked at it underneath between where the exhaust runs and the bumper runs. I can actually buy an actual van 8-gallon holding tank and mount it underneath there and have it self-contained, so that then all I need to do is figure out how to run a shower in here. And solar shower, well, it'd be useless today. It's 40 degrees outside and pouring down rain. So I am looking at getting probably, well, we'll just have to decide that later, but some type of propane instant water heater, maybe the Aqua Cube. I don't really like the Coleman hot water heater. I like the other Cube one. It's got better ratings, and it comes with a shower nozzle on it, so it's just propane tanks. Put it in the corner somewhere, drag it up here, hold it up, you know, and I'll do all the walls up with like a water resistant material and everything. The reason for this is because I just, all of a sudden, I do not like the idea of thinking whenever I want to shower on my terms when I want to, I have to do that exterior. I have to go find some remote place away from Walmart, some remote place out somewhere where I can deploy my exterior shower curtain and use it. And I don't like that idea anymore. So that's my thinking. I want to be more self-contained and more in control. I don't mind incorporating a shower unit back here, even though it's going to take up quite a lot of space. When it's not being used for a shower, it's going to house my dirty laundry that's in my duffel bag, and maybe some other easily removable things since I only shower once a day. So that's the plan. Plans, that's a lot of plans, a lot of stuff, and there's a lot more to see from here to Olympia. I may end up staying here for up to a week in Utah, just because I haven't really slowed down a whole lot, and I kind of want to slow down finally. And there's a lot to see out here. There's a guy here where I'm staying that might be driving me to some location, so I don't have to drive the van. And also, he's got a couple quad 4-wheel mobiles that we might be taking those up. Really cool, really cool, really cool. All right, so you guys all stay well, and Jack's give him a meow. That wasn't a meow. That's close. A little more. Act like you're hungry. That was close. That was closer. He's like, wait a minute, now you gotta feed me, Dad. Yeah, I gotta feed him. All right, guys, talk to you later.